So still Mikhail Kablakov and Jeremy Jones are here with you. Provide some commentary.
Yeah, Michael, and it seems the Russians are a little more comfortable with the table so far, in my opinion. Now winning the lag here in our second match. We have two of the rookies for the Americans here, Mitch Ellerman and Tyler Styer.
That's an interesting decision by Johan Rausing to put them together.
Well, I think we wanted to see that some rookies play together, that's for sure. And I think maybe best early than late, late here in the Dream Challenge. Oh, 9 on the break, almost on the side.
Oh, the 3 is spinning.
And this is a Scotch doubles format. So don't think he can make the 5. Don't think, with not going all out, with a lot of speed and a lot of draw coming off the 2. You may see him trying, he's gonna push. Pocketing the 9 will come to the spot. I don't think he'll get this one back.
Yeah, that's an interesting kind of push out, making the 9. Usually you could see it if the 9 is hanging over a pocket.
Well, it was, I think, the easier way to control the cue ball for him. I don't think he can pass this shot. I think the 3 is very playable off the 2 with the cue ball. He's going to edge the 2 and come back down table, trying to get behind the 7, I believe. Yeah, that's a nice effort. And really an interesting push by the Russian team. Now, Dudanets had a bad miss on a 9 ball in the team match. And now it appears he's giving up a shot on the 2 ball, a thin cut on the 2. Mitch, in the team match, he missed a 3 ball that was a missable ball, I think, but one he should miss. Now he's got a thin cut on the 2, but definitely should make this. Now the 3 doesn't pass the 5, so that's a big hit there. I think trying to hold for the 3 ball was really what caused that miss. Even if he had to play the 3-5 combination coming back across the table, you can't take a chance at missing the 2 by trying to ease it in. Okay, and that's from the new felt. Anytime you come out of the pocket with that new felt, if the speed isn't correct, the ball will hug a little bit and not go on the line. You really anticipate it going.
Now it looks like the only option is a carom on the 5. Now safety.
I don't know if that's going to get it either.
That's a poor safety, actually.
Yeah, that wasn't his best effort, that's for sure. He's called his extension immediately. We are playing with a 30-second shot clock. Very difficult to edge the left side of this 3 and run the cue ball safe, so interesting to see what he plays here. If he can get at it, though, he may just go for the bank with the 5 being there. 5 makes a little bit bigger pocket. Oh, and there it is. Looked like he double kissed the 3.
Yes, looks like being so.
Well, the players are allowed to communicate if they feel like they need to. Now they've used their extension already, so the communication is going to be cut down because you don't have much time to talk.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, he's just going to bank this 4 down by the 7 and float the cue ball.
Well, Mitch and Tyler are, I think it is not only the first time they are together. by the table, but at the same time they are opposite-handed, so
Right.
they just have to
Yeah, you
take,
have to have a little
yeah,
thought of that.
to remember that when playing position for a partner.
Now Fedor, he's going to try and hit this with a little speed and get up above the 9. Oh no, he just held. Okay, nice shot. And he's telling his partner just simply go back and forth for a little bit of short side on the 6.
Well, I think Gorst and Dudanets are very comfortable playing together because they were brought together actually as a pool players, and they are both part of a so-called the Billiard Brothers team, which is famous on YouTube for their drills. The tough ones. Is that Oscar's daughter in the background? I believe so.
It's somebody's daughter, that's for sure. Sounds like they're pulling for America, that young lady.
Maybe she's just trying to cheer USA all the way.
I know Ruslan, this is his home pool room. Is this also Fedor and Dudanets' home pool room?
Well, the setup here is so good that recently the majority of the top pro players, they just moved here because like last year they were playing somewhere else.
Yeah, this is a beautiful
We've got
pool.
a special pool hall for the youngsters, you know, like the pool schools, like and for schools for pyramid. So several players there, and I think our team was like flocking there most of the time. But now, as long as you have no opportunity to play on diamond table, I don't know why should you not use it.
Mitch Ellerman surveying the rack, and that's just maybe telling him where he wants to break the balls from. Mitch always had a big break, so I don't anticipate him lay off these at all.
Oh, you know, I asked the referee during the break about racking the 2-ball. So he just told me that there was any special requirement about the position of this ball. But since then we've seen 2 racks, and he racked it behind the rack every time.
Right.
So maybe something changed. Russia has got momentum, yes.
Yeah, for sure. Won in the first 6 out of 7 games here. Taking the first match, we're playing a race to 17. Best of 17, race to 9. Looks like he can get at this one. Oh no, he fouled there.
Yeah, that's a foul.
And a little bit of a nervous arm, I think, for.
You know what? The foul wasn't called. It was. Yeah. My bad.
Okay, and ball in hand, I'll tell you, if there's anything that will wake up a pool player from struggling, it's ball in hand.
Or bury him completely. Sometimes playing with ball in hand, you get so puzzled.
Yeah.
Actually, just
But if you're struggling, though, it's like the biggest wake-up call you could have, I think. I'm surprised he didn't go forward with the cue ball there. I guess he wants Mitch to play the 4 in the same pocket, but you'll notice the 4 in the upper pocket is quite easy also. Okay, got a nice bump on the 9 there, putting him into position pretty easily on the 4 on the side.
Oh, the rest of the rack looks pretty easy.
And Tyler keeps looking at the shot clock. I think after day 1, he'll get through day 1 and get a little more, naturally comfortable with the shot clock, knowing it's not really on him yet.
Well, for sure, during the first day for him, this has to be just kind of a pre-shot routine.
Right.
Part of it.
Right. But you kind of get a gut feeling of where the shot clock is. You have usually more time than you really think you do. Well, that was hit a little thick. Going to catch the 6. That may not leave a pocket for the 6.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think it's a little bit of the new felt. There's a little more squirt on the cue ball when you put side spin, so you have to get used to it pretty quickly.
Well, let me tell you what. At the Mosconi Cup, the felt will be even
More slick.
more slick, yeah, because of the the lighting, yeah. The TV table setup.
I don't think he can pass on this cross-side bank. He missed the 5-ball bank in the team match. See if he can make up for it. But he did. Nice shot.
Very nice. First bank shot of the evening. Successful one. So, looks like problem solved.
And he'll just come one rail across the table.
Or just play the stop shot and put all the pressure.
Put a tester on his partner.
Yeah, on Mitch. Because after all, you are here to practice, right?
No, these guys are here to win. That's for sure.
So you have to practice all the variety of shots.
Right.
Well, I mean, the whole idea behind the Dream Challenge is to get Team USA prepared for the Mosconi Cup. It was like this last year, and just the second.
Absolutely, but that is the bigger picture. But that definitely these guys are here. They build confidence by winning. That's for sure.
And just you could watch Johan Rusing here, making his job. Just some corrections.
And again, the 2 balls racked in the back, so something may have been changed as far as placement of the balls.
Yes, let's take it like that. Let's get surprised if the 2 ball doesn't take this position behind the rack. Well, I know from Federer Gorst, he's been taught something about the way the balls are racked and how to read the rack properly back in the States, because I think this is where this kind of wisdom lives.
Yeah,
in the USA. Yeah.
Okay, but he broke him well there.
Yeah, very nice break.
He's made 2. Got a 3-ball combination, about the easiest 3-ball combination you'll ever see, though.
Yeah, but it all depends on the position you get after that.
Yeah, but it's so easy. He should be able to not have to hit it very hard. So.
Well, there's a comment on the chat about Mitch Ellerman being only a part-time player, but I think on his Flash interview, he mentioned that last year he has got an opportunity to play pool full-time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played a lot more pool in the last year and a half, and had a lot of great showings. Actually, that's one of the reasons he's here. Fedor came down the table and caught the 5-ball. Could have snookered him, but would have been a little unlucky to get snookered from there. But
well, apparently the Russian player doesn't like the angle too much here.
Oh, what they're saying is we can't get down there with the 7 to where we have a natural angle going from the 7 to the 9. So they could come 2 rails out and play short side here on the 7. That would be in the lower left-hand corner pocket.
Oh, well, as long as this is Maxim shooting the 7, I think his voice comes first here, just where he wishes to have the cue ball.
That's what they did. They came all the way down. You don't want to get straight on the rail, though.
And you don't want to get frozen to the cushion.
He's gotten a little bit flat, but it should be okay. Enough angle to come across the table. And he had to power it, though.
Oh, that's an easy leave for Federer.
pretty nice run out by pretty incredible break by Fedor. Pocket in 2 and having a nice shot on the 1. So the Americans got to capitalize again here on their break and see if they can get a lead. The Russians haven't played from behind yet at all.
And by the way, talking about the break, which one do you prefer, alternate break or winner breaks?
Well, I like alternate break, I think.
Just everyone has got a chance, yeah?
Yeah. You know, it happens sometimes. You could travel 1,000 miles to a tournament when you're back in the States and you play winter break and you don't really get to shoot much. So the U.S. Open is kind of unique, that's for sure. But the table conditions are so tough, so that makes it to where it's not that big.
It probably kind of levels the chances. Yeah?
Right, exactly. Okay, he made the wing ball, and the 1's coming down with the cue ball, so this is going to be a nice starter for Team America. Key here is to maintain an angle on the 3 to get to the 4.
And the 4 should go to the corner. This layout, if they keep it simple.
And he got a little steep so he may have to come across the table. He's got both the side pocket and the upper corner available by the 7, so with the 6 being right there.
Maybe just try to kill the cue ball with a drag shot.
Maybe. He's a little thin. He may catch 2 rails. The thing is, with new felt, trying to go 2 rails across, the cue ball will fall downward a lot of times. I think he's going to go 2, though. And that's what I was talking about as far as falling downward a little bit.
He undercut it just a little, but once again, on the U-cloth, it goes.
And with the 6 being handy, should be okay. He can just stop his ball, I think. Offer a nice angle on the 6 to come up for the 7 in the side. Well, fortunate miss, if there is such a thing in that position. You might say a little bit of nerves getting the best of Mitch right now.
Yeah, obviously disappointed about the miss, but at the same time, pretty happy about the lead.
For sure, you may see the jump cue here, though. It's a steep cut with the jump cue, but...
So it is Federer once again with a shorty.
I don't know, he's got his full cue, so he's kicking at the ball. It's going to turn out nice, I think.
Yeah, that's great. And which makes things harder for Team USA is that the 8 ball is pretty close to the 4.
Yeah, so it's really cutting off the kick as far as you don't have the entire 4 to hit. I mean, the hit, it shouldn't be that difficult, but to try and be effective with the hit, that's a different story.
He has an option to try to leave the cue ball on this cushion.
Yeah, he's going to kick and try and get the 4 past the 7 up table. I don't think that's going to get it.
Oh, but anyway, the idea behind this shot was pretty nice, like trying to duck the cue ball behind the 6. Plenty of side spin. Didn't work out.
I'm not sure. He got a nice shot on the 6, but is the cue ball going towards the 8 if he goes forward? So he may have to punch this around a couple rails, which makes it a little harder to get the proper angle on the 7, so we'll see. Okay, he got by the 8. He got far enough to get a natural angle to drop from the 7 to the 8, so a nice shot there by Fedor.
Yeah, very nicely judged the bounce from the rail. Yeah, past the 8 ball. Gonna go 2 rails across, I think, on the 9.
Maybe 1 rail. Maybe just float up above.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one thing with the new felt that pockets are usually a hair more forgiving, so you don't mind playing with a little distance to secure the shot.
This is as long as you have been practicing the long shots enough. So now Team USA is to score their 2nd point, or they might be in trouble.
Well, and they have to wait for a miss because it's Team Russia's break. So
I remember Johan saying during his interview that this time they will try to break loose right from the start, just to put pressure on the opponents. And so far, it looks like it doesn't, like the plan doesn't work.
no, not at all so far.
So the break from Maxim Dudanets, or Duda, as he goes here.
Yeah, it's a dry break, so you'll see most likely a safety here, knocking the 1 around table, trying to get it by the 4, and using the 8 as a snooker. If he has a full hit on the 1, he's just got to not worry about hitting the 4 and just make sure he gets it behind the 8. One thing he doesn't want to do is catch that point.
Yeah, I think he would have preferred that the 4 ball wasn't there, so just it didn't block the path for the 1 ball.
Yeah, he doesn't want to make the 1, that's for sure, and put him behind the 8. Okay, he's rolling it, so he's going to go to the rail and back up on the 8. Oh, he's kicking it. Okay, I thought he could see part of it, and that's exactly what happened. Caught the point, now he's giving up a shot on the 1 on the side. So everything that we talked about badly happening in the shot has happened. But I think he should have went for a little bit more before the side pocket, guaranteeing he didn't grab the point.
Well, yeah. Once again, I think he was confused by the 4 ball a little bit. At least the way I feel it.
I think he's going to have to shoot this 2 in the corner and drop down for the 3 in the side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if he shoots it in the side, he's going towards the 8 with the cue ball. So now if the 8 wasn't there, you would definitely shoot the side. Maybe he can go right in between the 6 and 8 with the cue ball. Oh, he can. Okay, nice shot.
Yeah, very nice. Maxim is one of the best technicians when it comes to pool here.
Nice shot there. Pulling it back. He's a little thin on the 4, but he's okay. Got a simple 5 in the side, just come up above for the 6. Gotten a little flat on the 6 ball again, so he's going to have to probably come out with a top inside English 2 rails for the 7, because he doesn't want to have to contend with the 9 getting from the 7 to the 8, and doesn't want to be on this rail either. That's perfect. That's perfect.
And the angle is perfect here, just to make the cue ball travel naturally towards the 8.
And here you don't have to draw your ball out so much. You could hit right before the side with a little right side spin and come 1 rail right towards the 8 and still keep a nice angle.
Like, and probably it's just a matter of personal preference.
Yeah, but that's the proper way to play it. You want to stay off the rail, you have a natural angle. If you draw down the table, you could fall straight in, and if you let up on your stroke, you might end up on the rail straight in, and then you have a problem.
There is a set of so-called rule of thumb, and if you stick to them, watch out, watch out.
Wow.
Very lucky here. So you see Tyler's reaction on this shot. Everyone in the audience knows that Team Russia has just come very lucky.
Yeah, flirted with the side pocket big time. Playing with the best players in the world, they play for a little more guarantees whenever you talk about position. Not as much maybes, not as many maybes.
Well, the question was, where's the event? The venue is a Moscow Baza pool hall. It is not only doesn't carry only pool tables, but tables for pyramid also, and even snooker and
Three cushion,
right? Yeah, one table here. So just to offer all the variety of cue sports. Very nice setup. Diamond tables for pool.
All right, Mitch changing his break. Pretty successful on the last break. Excuse me, that was Tyler that broke the balls the first time for the Americans. And now a nice opening shot on the one. Not easy, but definitely doable. Just got to come one rail out past the 5, I believe. In between the 5-6. Keeps the shot simple. We'll just cue it with a little low.
I think just trying to keep the cue ball close to the center of the table will do this.
Oh, that was hit pretty thick. Got in, but I'm not sure it held position.
Yeah, the top camera view might be deceiving, but so far we can say that
he's snookered.
The ball, yeah, the ball does not go.
He's going up in the air with the cue stick, and it's just a sliver. Right
now, this is Mitch Ellerman at the table.
Nice shot.
Pocket in the 2 ball.
Tyler can't waste any time though. The extension's been used, so.
Very confident stroke, and he made this with a full stick.
Yeah, that's how we used to have to jump them back in the day.
And actually, this is the day I prefer it. Or just band jump shots at all.
Right.
Go study the diamond system. After all, we've got the diamonds for this. Nice contact. What about the leave?
It's going to leave a shot, I believe. And a chance to take the second match. The 4 is over the pocket, so it's all about just making the 3. You can see he can come to the side of the table, no problem. Another kind of shot, though, that the cue ball, with a high ball, even if you put a little bit of left, it will probably fall towards the 7 a little bit. Okay, he's cueing down on it. I'm not sure that's a good judgment. I think a high left English here is okay. He's cueing down. He's going to try and go back and forth, I believe.
Trying to make things easier for his partner.
Oh, he did hit. He pretty much did hit a high left, but just a little bit downward stroke is all. So it wasn't really hitting any type of draw English.
Kind of a stop shot.
Yeah, we'll see if he comes around for the side. I would play for the corner myself, but we'll see. Looks like he's floating around for the side. Nice shot. It appeared the 5 went by the 7, though, but... Okay, so...
Well, for the moment, his position on the 5 looked like playing for 2 pockets, like in case he runs long, he has a corner pocket.
You know, like I talked about, play a little more guaranteed on what you're doing. when it comes to professional sports. Okay, and just a simple 9-ball away from taking this second match in another quick fashion, Michael.
Yes, so far it's 5-1 and 5-1 back to back.